Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for clicking play. As always, welcome back to this Director of Football challenge with Football Club Barcelona. It's episode 16 and today it's match day 6 of the Champions League. It is a playoff against Galatasaray for the group winners spot. We will catch up on all the results and that will be about it because it's not been that long since the last video. So let's get straight to it. So of course episode 15 was this really entertaining game against Atletico Madrid that we did win 4-2. We then followed that up 3 days later with a dominating 4-0 victory over Hoffenheim. An own goal just 2 minutes in. Carlos Alenia, Leo Messi and Moussa Dembele getting the goals for us there. That avenged our 3-2 defeat in Germany in the previous match day. Then we went away to Deportivo and we got embarrassed, really. Moussa Dembele gave us the lead 5 minutes before the break. We lost Paulinho to injury in the game and they just undid us in the second half. Lorenzo Di Silvestri equalised not long after half time, and then 2 goals late on from Florin Andoni and Emre Çolak. They just embarrassed us. They were on, I think it was 3 defeats in a row, it might have even been 4, and they've arrested that slump by beating the champions, and I was not a happy bunny after that result, I can assure you. So then we had a game at La Romareda against Real Zaragoza, and again it was a bit of a struggle, but we eventually ran out 4-2 winners. Luis Suarez got us off to a good start 10 minutes in, but then Gaizka Toquero scored immediately before Ousmane Dembele came on about 10 minutes into the second half. He came off the bench and he scored a hat-trick and it's one of the best substitutions I've made. We made a couple of little changes. We went more direct with the passing, we went attacking. We moved from the defensive midfielder to an attacking midfielder, so basically a 4-2-3-1, and it really paid dividends in the end. We got our noses in front and I left it at the attacking formation. Toquero scored a second, but Dembele was on hand to add goals number 3 and 4 for us and 2 and 3 for him and get us a vital 3 points in the league. And then came a superb game in Naples against Napoli at the San Paolo. It was an absolutely sensational match. It would have been a fabulous live com. It was one I was going to do as a live com, but it transpired that the Galatasaray match was going to be a playoff between the two of us for top spot, so that made more sense. Diawara put them ahead about a minute and 5 seconds in. Sergio Roberto managed to equalise for us, but then 2 goals on 54 and 60 from Insigne and Hamšík put the home side 3-1 up. And again, we did the same thing. We went attacking, we went to the 4-2-3-1, we went more direct, higher tempo, and it just seemed to really catch Napoli out. And we got back to 3-3 through Deulofeu and Denis Suarez. And yeah, it was, in the end, a pleasing result. I would have taken a draw beforehand because it's a tough place to go, is Naples. So in the end, and especially coming back from 3-1 down, absolutely delighted. A look at the La Liga table then, and it shows Real Madrid are currently top. They are a point clear of Espanyol and Las Palmas. We are currently 4th, level with Atletico Madrid. We have a game in hand because we didn't play at the weekend. Our game was supposed to be against Celta de Vigo, but because we play in the Champions League, they play in the Europa League. Obviously, they played on the Thursday in the Europa League, which meant they had to play the league game on the Sunday. But we're playing our game against Galatasaray on the Tuesday, which means that we couldn't play at the weekend. Now, I had this happen, I think it was last season, and I'm sure it happened in FM17 as well. I've never noticed it happen in real life. I don't know whether that's a bug in the game or whether in real life it does happen. I've never noticed it happen to Barcelona. I've never noticed it happen in Spain or Germany or any of the top leagues I follow. Is it a case of in real life they keep the Champions League and Europa League teams apart while the group stages are going on, so this doesn't occur? Is this just a bug in the game? And here is our Champions League group then, Group C, going into match day 6. You can see it's a playoff between ourselves and Galatasaray for top spot, and it's a playoff between Napoli and Hoffenheim for the Europa League spot, or a playoff to not have to play in Europa League, whichever way you want to look at it. A draw will do for us. As long as we don't lose, we will win the group because we won 2-0 in Turkey. Just out of interest, what happened the first time between Napoli and Hoffenheim? It was a 2-0 win for Napoli in Naples, so Hoffenheim are going to have to win. A draw will be enough for Napoli. But we're at home to Galatasaray. They've done exceptionally well to get second in this group because they were, I think, the third seeds. So they have done really, really well to get themselves into the knockout stages. Let's get ahead and let's get these points on the board. This is a team that we're going for then, and you can notice there's a little change in attack, but we've got Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal, Jordi Alba, Samuel Umtiti, Stefan de Vrij and Nelson Semedo at the back, Sergio Samper, Carlos Alenia and Sergio Roberto in the middle. Paulinho is back from injury just about, but he's not fit enough to be considered. And we've got up front, so we've got Luis Suarez out on the left as an inside forward. We've got Ousmane Dembele out on the right as an inside forward. Incidentally, that's where he got the hat-trick at Zaragoza from the right. And we've got Leo Messi up top as a trequartista. Again, we're trying something new. We're going off comments that we've been getting on videos. Some people saying he needs to play as a false nine up front. Some people saying he needs to play as a trequartista up front. So we're going with the latter today. We've got Moussa Dembele on the bench if we need him. It's a strong, strong team. I'm very confident of getting these points. So you can see here then that it looks as though Galatasaray are going to try and catch us on the counter. They're going with a 4-1-4-1. Key players for them are going to be probably Sofiane Feghouli, Yunus Belhanda, Bafétimbi Gomis, of course, up top. And hopefully Fernando Muslera will be having a very busy day in goal. So let's get to the team talk. We're gonna go passionate. We're gonna go passionate. We're through. We should be winning the group, so we're just going to say, let's give the fans a performance they are expecting of us. It's gone down really well. Vamos Barca, Forza. Leo Messi then gets us underway. He's been out for about a month. Great to have him back on the pitch. He came on in Naples, 3-1 down, and set up our second and third goals. Brilliant impact. The first one for De La Fea was 2 minutes after he came on. So absolutely superb introduction back into the team. I'm expecting a big, big performance from him today. Here he is with the free kick. It's into the wall. He will get it back though. He's going a long way back there, wasn't he? So it's a very dull start to the game. That free kick didn't even register as a shot on goal, did it? I've noticed this a lot. I don't know if this is just since the update. I have noticed, we've got an injury to Umtiti. I have noticed that we start really, really slowly. It's really weird. As I say, I don't know if it's since that last update. I don't know what has caused it, but for some reason, things just start off very, very slowly. But here we are now. So yeah, we've brought on PK for Umtiti, straight like-for-like swap. We've just switched the two centre-backs around now and got PK on the stopper role, and Stefan de Vrij now is on the cover role as ter Stegen clears, and here's Sergio Roberto now, and out for Ousmane Dembele. Go on then, show us what you can do. Alenia, I'm making the decision that I'm going to start giving Alenia, what was that? I'm going to start giving Alenia more game time. We got the training report, and Andres Iniesta, he's struggling with the aerobic side of things, and his stamina is now in single figures as Stefan de Vrij heads goalwards. And he's definitely on his way out. He's 34 in game now. It's definitely time that he takes a step back. Carlos Alenia. Oh, Suarez hits the bar. Yeah, Carlos Alenia is now 20, and he is definitely ready to step up for more and more game time. Himself, Rafinha, Denis Suarez. It's time for them to start vying for Iniesta's spot in the team. But this is not going very well at the moment. We are going to give a demand more. It's been a rubbish game so far. It's a good job I've rambled on. Otherwise, we'd have gone straight from kickoff to half-time. It's been absolutely appalling. Alenia picks it up here. Great hit, and Muslera saves well to his left. So, yeah, approaching half-time. Belhanda's going to take this corner. It's a high one. It's headed away by Alenia. Back with Belhanda, and Feghouli now. Out to the corner taker again. Back to Fernando. Come on, what is happening here? Come on, boys. Too much possession for them here. Too much possession. Come on. Belhanda. Good ball for Faguli. And an awful shot. Half time, it's 0-0. Nothing happened, did it? We had that one shot that hit the bar, and that's about it. So we've gone aggressive. We've said, I'm not happy with your performance, and they've reacted positively. Everyone looks fired up now. Really unhappy with Umtiti getting injured. I just seem to be getting a lot of injuries at the minute. We've had Rakitic out, Di Maria out, Paulinho out, of course Messi out, Suarez out. We've had so many injuries, and a lot of the time we're getting a player injured after we've made all our substitutions as well, which is really frustrating. That's the big frustrating thing about it. But here we go, looking for a good performance now in this second half. Here's Carlos Alenia. Luis Suarez. Played forward but given away. What was that? And Galatasaray will build from the back now. Here's Donk. Love that name. Maicon back to Muslera again. Donk. Oh, come on. They're just knocking it around. What is going on? They're just a little passing triangle at the back. Come on, right. Now, here's Alenia. Good drive forward. Leo Messi. Oh, God's sake. Ter Stegen rolls out to Piqué. Goes out wide now to Semedo. Forward for Dembele. Looks to release Messi. It's Messi in the channel. He's going all the way. Oh, it's a brilliant Messi goal. Oh, what a goal. What a goal. Leo Messi is a Trequartista. It gets us off the mark. Semedo down the line to Dembele and an early ball. And Messi had an awful lot to do from there. But it's Leo Messi. It's what he does. Cuts inside. Have it. 1-0. Piqué with the free kick. Forward for Rafinha. Sergio Roberto. Messi. Oh, Suarez is in. Oh, it's a big save, Muslera. What a save. So we have made a couple of changes. Alenia and Samper have gone off. Rafinha and Iniesta have come on. And what I've done is I've put Iniesta in the defensive midfielder role, in that deep line playmaker role. I said earlier about his aerobic stats going down. Our coaching staff for a while have said he should be dropping back a bit and playing that role. And his stats really suit it. The vision, the passing, of course. It's kind of like the quarterback role, isn't it, that position? So we've brought him on, given him 25 minutes in that role, see how he does. He should just be able to pick the ball up and just distribute it. It should, in theory, work pretty well. As Messi has a shot blocked, Sergio Roberto turns and fires it wide. Semedo to take the throw to Iniesta. So this should be the final highlight of the game, hopefully. Here's Sergio Roberto. Oh, he's played Suarez in. Big save from Muslera again. And we have dominated. It's only 1-0, but it should have been more, really. Muslera has made a couple of cracking saves. And they've not had a shot on target as Suarez fires one wide. But that is it. 93 minutes. And that is it. Whistle blown. We've won the group, which is an improvement on last season, of course, when we finished second behind Benfica. Really happy to get through the group. Really, really happy with that. We're just gonna say calmly we got away with that because we were quite poor. We were dominant, but in front of goal for some reason. We were a bit off it today, weren't we? Okay, guys, that is the end of the video then. You can see from the groups here, 4 of them are finished. So Man City and Marseille have gone through in Group A. We can get Marseille, of course. Paris Saint-Germain and Atletico Madrid have gone through from Group B. Obviously, we can't get Atletico Madrid. And in Group D, you can just see Manchester United and AC Milan got through in that group. They also had Feyenoord and Zenit. So we can, at the moment, as things stand, get Milan or Marseille. I would love to get Marseille. I love playing the teams that we've already played. We've played Leverkusen before. In FM17, we played Leverkusen with Inter. I would love to come up against Marseille, just for old time's sake, just for a bit of nostalgia. But what we'll do now, let's have a look and see. Oh, why is that? So the draw for the last 16 is 2 weeks after the group stage finishes. Really? There must be Europa League next week or something then. That's the only thing I can think. That is just strange. Right, so what are we? We're at the start of December, so we'll probably do one more video and then the Champions League knockout, I guess. So the next video will show you who we got. We are probably, well, looking at that, it's going to have to be that, isn't it? it's going to have to be the Clasico. It's going to have to be Real Madrid. We'll be halfway through the transfer window as well, so there could be some transfer news. So quite a few games to catch up on when we come back, and a huge game against Real Madrid at home. It could be very pivotal looking at the league table as things stand. So I hope you'll join me for that, guys, in episode 17. It'll be a big episode, as I say. There'll be a lot of matches to catch up on. There'll be a Clasico. You'll find out who we're going to play in the knockout rounds, and there may be some transfer news as well. So I hope you will come back for it. Guys, if you did enjoy this, remember, smash that like button down below, hit subscribe and turn on the notifications as well. And as always, get involved with the comments. I always love reading and replying to those. And I will see you for episode 17 very soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.